Hi guys, it's Bex and I am back and I am here with another super exciting video for you guys. As you may notice, I'm in a different space today. I'm currently filming in a very hot storage closet. There's no air conditioning in here, but I wanted a space where I can film by myself. And soon this storage closet will actually be a full-on beauty room for me, which I'm very excited about. It's a project I'm working on. But for now, I just have my photography background up and my lights set up and my camera set up. And I honestly have no clue what I even look like because I can't see in the monitor. So yeah, that's the current situation. But today I have a very exciting video. Our mall just opened back up after quarantine and practicing social distancing. I stayed within 6 feet of everybody. I wore a mask, I did hand sanitizer, all the things, but I wanted to get some new makeup in my collection. So I went into Sephora. Usually I would shop at Morphe, but Morphe is still not open, understandably so. And so I went to Sephora and I got a collection of things. This is the Urban Decay Wired palette. This came out in February. I have not had the chance to play with it at all yet, so I'm very excited. When I saw this palette, today's June 1st, so it's the start of Pride Month, and when I saw this palette, I got really excited because there's a bunch of bright colors that you can do on your eyes, like rainbow kind of thing. But Sephora had no testers. Social distancing, don't want to spread germs or anything, so there were absolutely no testers. So I honestly don't even know what this looks like because I couldn't even open it. But I got most of the collection. So I of course got the wired palette, and then I got whatever wasn't sold out. So I got 3 of their lip chemistry shades. I got this one in the shade Switch. This is the shade Switch. It's an orangey shade. This is the shade X-Ray, which is like a blacky purple shade. And this is Gravity, which is purple. And then I got 3 of their pens, their eye pencils. I got this one in the shade Amped, this one in the shade Vivid, and this one in the shade Shock. So yeah, I'm very excited, but I wanted to get all my first opening impressions on camera so you guys could see my actual impressions, and I will tell you what I think about the palette, what I don't like, what I do like, all that at the end of the video. Before I take off all the makeup I'm currently wearing, I am going to open everything though. So I don't even know what the packaging looks like. Like, I literally have not been able to see it in person at all. Okay, so here's the packaging. It's 3D, which I love. It's very pop out, very neon colors, which Vogue actually named neon the color of the year, or the color of the summer. So they were before their time because this came out in February, but they knew what was up. And so yeah, Urban Decay Wired. I love the matte black with the neon colors. It's gorgeous. It's shining in the light. I can tell in the window behind my thing. I'm probably ruining my footage right now, honestly. I can't get it open. Is it pretty? Oh, is there a mirror? There's blind you guys. Okay. Work. Okay. So we have Glitch, Chaos, Shock, Gravity, Savage, Switch, Slow Burn, Jolt, Current, and Fluorescent. Here's the packaging. It is a little bit of a red neon, like, border of everything, and then all of them are laid in there with their names, which I like when packaging does this, when they put the names under the actual thing. I like that better than when they place the names on top and like in the like clear thing that you just throw away because it's in the way. I do want to Google why it says not to use those certain shades on your eyes, so let's Google that. Okay, so it literally does not say like why it's not safe for the eyes. It doesn't say anything. It literally just says don't use it in the eyes. That's rough because I'm totally going to. So if I get some type of eye disease or a sty or something, you all know not to use it in your eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off all this makeup and I'm going to start on a new look. And I am back. I went ahead and did my face makeup off camera. If you guys want to see more in detail how I did my face makeup, I will link my Bratz makeup tutorial up here. In that video, I show you a little bit more about what I do, how I prep my skin, and what all products I use. So if you're interested, go ahead and check that out. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the Wired palette itself. I have some face makeup on my hand that I'm trying not to get on the matte black packaging, which I'm still very shook over. I still very much love the packaging of this palette. Let's open her up again. I think I'm going to go in with Fluorescent on the inner corner of my eye. To use this, I'm using a fluffy Morphe brush. I'm going to prime my eye with Morphe Eyelid Primer. This is translucent. I've primed and set both my eyes, so now I'm going to go in with Fluorescent on my inner corner. Okay, lots of fallout, like bad fallout. It is all over my cheek. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but it's a lot. Okay, we have Fluorescent in the inner corner of my eye. Next, I'm going to go in with Chaos, which is the dark blue shade in the palette. The fallout on this one is so much better. They're blending very easily, which is nice. This one is not as movable as Fluorescent was. I feel like I'm struggling to get it across my eyelid. And it's not blending up. It's blending with Fluorescent very well, but it's not really blending up here very well. I'm indifferent about it right now. I'm going in for my second dip of the color Chaos because I feel like I'm not super satisfied with the amount of color it gave me. I'm not as big a fan of this Chaos shadow on the eyelids. However, it's very packable. The more I'm adding, the more color I'm getting, obviously, which I appreciate. That is what we've got after blending for quite some time. I will say the shadow did get a little bit more pigment, which I appreciate. The fallout was not near as bad on this shade as it was on translucent, or as it was on Fluorescent. I am going to go ahead and take a fluffy brush and wipe away the fallout of Fluorescent and the little bit of fallout Chaos dropped. So I'm now going to go in with the shade Shock and blend out this outer corner. Shock is this lavendery purple. That was after one dip into Shock. Much less fallout, which I very much so appreciate. Just a little bit more coverage I would like. This is one eye with everything just put on the lid. I'm now going to take a more fluffy brush from Morphe and just blend everything a little bit better. Okay, this is after more blending. I do feel a little bit black eye-y, which is very normal whenever you have a dark blue like that on your lid, so I'm going to go with a little bit of concealer. I use the CoverGirl, and I'm going to cut my crease and make it lighter there to take away from the black eye look. Okay, so I've cut my crease in an oval shape. I like to do interesting shapes. I don't like to do just like a boring halo cut crease, so I went with a very ovally kind of eggish shape. And now I am going to go in with Currant and put that on my lid, that green. I'm very excited about green. I love green. For those of you who do not know, literally any brush I use in any tutorial ever is Morphe. But I'm going to go in with this Currant green shade. Let's see how it picks up on the brush. Pretty good. Shimmers can be hard to pick up on the brush, but hopefully, I have not set this cut crease, so hopefully it will pop. And it is. Oh my goodness. Look at her. Okay, so that is Currant on top of the concealer that I had on my eye. It placed very well, which is very hard for a shimmer. I will say, fallout does exist. Every single shade in this palette that I've used so far has had a pretty fair share of its fallout, except for Chaos, which is still my least favorite shade for other reasons. But I'm a huge fan of Currant. Currant is currently my favorite shade out of the palette. Now I'm going to take the color Vivid and I'm going to go under my eye with it. And I'm going to try to go right in my waterline with this shade. Now with Vivid under my eye, I'm going to take Shock and I'm going to go on the outer corner under my eye with it. To finish off this eye, I'm going to take a little bit more of the green shade Currant and I'm going to pop it in the inner corner of my eye. Then I'm going to take a black eyeliner and cat eye my eye out. Okay, so I did a cat eyeliner shape with a wing. I put on a brow and I put on a lash. I'm actually, like, now that I have it all together, I'm very much, like, obsessed with how this looks. Now I'm going to do my other eye, but I want to utilize other things in the palette, other shades. Sorry, I can't stop looking at myself. I just think I'm gorgeous right now. But I'm going to clean off the brushes that I just used. So I have a fresh slate, and then I'm going to go in with the other shades. Okay, so I'm back with clean brushes. I think I'm going to start this off by taking the shade Slow Burn and going in the inner corner of my eye over here. Keep in mind the packaging says that these shades are not meant for your eye areas. However, I do not care. So I'm going to use them on my eye areas. I'm going to take the shade Slow Burn and go in the inner corner of this eye. With blending the shade out, I will say no fallout. Maybe that's because it's not an eye shade, but there's absolutely no fallout. Like, there's a huge bug. It's so big, y'all. If it comes over here, I might cry. I'm literally in a storage closet, so. Yeah, so I'm very impressed. It blended very easily. Next, I'm going to go in with Savage, a shade that is also not supposed to be used on my eyes. And I'm going to go in the middle here. Starting like the shades I'm not supposed to use in my eyes a little bit better. I'm going to do a winged eyeshadow look on this eye. So I'm going to take the shade Switch, also not meant to be used on eyes, and wing this look. Once again, a very beautiful shade for a shade that is not meant to go on your eyes. I really like how it blended with Savage, the pink shade. It made like a corally kind of color, which I'm a fan of. I'm going to go back through and tighten up that wing a little bit with concealer and like just make it look a little bit better. But as of right now, I am very impressed with the shades that aren't meant to be on my eyes. They're very impressive, very gorgeous. So now I'm going to cut my crease and I'll be right back. Okay, so my crease has been cut in a wing shape, and I'm going to take the shade Jolt, which is a like yellowy shade, which is also the other shade of eye pencil that I wanted. It was the main reason I even started buying this whole collection, was because I wanted this eye pencil, but it's literally sold out everywhere. So I'm gonna take the shade Jolt and I'm gonna put it on my crease. Okay, so I'm immediately having issues with this shade. One being it's green, which was not expected, but it's fine. But it's just not going on very well. Like, at all. Media issues. The fallout is terrible and the shade is barely packed on there. But after layering and many trials, I got it on pretty tight and it looks good. In the packaging, it looks a little bit more yellow than it does on my eye, as you can see, which is fine. It just took me off guard. But now I'm gonna take this shade, Amped, and I'm gonna go in my waterline. So this eye is definitely not turning out as cohesive as I thought it would be, which is a little bit annoying. But I'm going to go ahead and do black eyeliner on top, a brow, and a lash. Okay, so both my eyes are completely done. I have the same lash on both eyes. This eye did start to get irritated by the lash that was on it because it started to fall in it, because I didn't realize I didn't have the end glued down, so it's a little bit red right now, but it's all good. And so now I'm going to use the lips. Yes, I have 3 of the lip shades right here. I'm going to be using the purple one today with the black one on the outside. I will end up using this orange shade because actually my everyday look is an orange lipstick, so I'm very excited to do that as well. Okay, I'm a little bit alarmed by the smell. Reminds me of Mod Podge, which is like a scrapting thing. Wow, it does have a lot of color though, which is impressive. Okay, so that is the purple shade on my lips right now. I'm actually very impressed with how this looks. This is crazy. I was not expecting it to be this pigmented, first of all. But not only that, it's really glossy and beautiful, which I'm so pleased with. Next, I'm going to be taking this blackish purple shade in the shade X-Ray, and I'm going to be going on the outer corners of my lips. Okay. I'm actually really obsessed with these lip colors. They're really pretty on. They're so pretty on. Oh my goodness. I'm excited to use this orange one now because I will be using this every day because I literally have an orange lip as my everyday color because I'm crazy. This is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so this is my finished look using pretty much every single product. But oh my gosh, I'm actually very impressed. So final thoughts and review, as I said. here are my final thoughts on everything. This palette, is it worth it for the price that you pay? Yes. This I'm a huge fan of. This packaging is beautiful. These colors come through. All of them are really pretty on the eye, and I am a big fan of this palette. You will be seeing more of her. I will use them in my waterline, but I don't see me using them much else. I like to have a pencil for my waterline, but they're just very crayon-like, which is not usually my go-to thing. Now, moving on to the lips. These are my favorite things ever. I'm going to be using these so much. Are they worth the price? Yes, these are amazing. I'm obsessed. This whole collection, I'm honestly really impressed with. I was not expecting to like it this much. That is my full review on the Wired by Urban Decay selection. Do I approve it? Yes. If you guys like this video and you want to see more videos of mine, please do me a favor and subscribe. If you liked it, give it a like down below. It really helps me out since I'm such a small page and I literally have 3 subscribers. So, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, those links will be down below, along with Romeo's Instagram if you want to follow him, because who doesn't love seeing cute little cat videos? I'm a crazy cat lady, so what can I say? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. This has been Bex, and I'm out. Bye, guys.